Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and today I'm going to be doing the DVD and Blu-ray update video for December 2018. Yeah, so sorry that I've been pretty quiet on YouTube for pretty much the last half of the year. I've just been super busy with a bunch of things for college, trying to get ready for my next steps in life. I'm working on applying to graduate school, so I've been pretty busy trying to keep my grades up, and it worked because this past semester I ended up with a 4.0 for the semester, so really happy about that. But you guys aren't here for that, you're here for this DVD and Blu-ray update video. So this month I did not think that I was going to have a lot of stuff. I had only gotten a couple things, and turns out Dollar Tree at the last minute decided we're gonna have our DVD and Blu-ray sale. So I was like, okay. So I looked and was looking at what people had been finding, and I was really excited because there was a TV show that I had really wanted called Fortitude, and I had watched it. I don't know, Amazon Prime has it, and I was really into it because I'm really into like Scandinavia and all that stuff, so I really liked it, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be able to find it. Unfortunately, didn't find it. I've went to 3 different Dollar Trees, and unfortunately couldn't find it. So I'm probably gonna have to buy it off of eBay or something, but it's only about $10 if I buy it on eBay, so I mean, obviously getting it for $1 would have been better, but oh well. Alright, so now to get into it, just a majority of these are going to be from Dollar Tree, so just so you know. Alright, so like always, we are going to be doing the DVDs first. If I remember to do it, I'll put a timestamp in the description of when I start the DVDs and when I start the Blu-rays, just in case anybody is interested in just jumping to the Blu-rays. So the first couple are ones that are part of this TV show from Australia, and I've never watched it, but I know I've seen it a lot, and it seemed kind of interesting. I don't know if I'll ever watch them, but this is Mako Mermaids, an H2O adventure, Island of the Secrets. This is Season 1 Volume 1. This was from Dollar Tree. I probably wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't $1, so we have that. Then we have H2O Just Add Water Metamorphosis, and this is the Season 1 movie, apparently, is what it says. And then we also have H2O Just Add Water Mermaid Magic, which is the Season 3 movie. Also, whatever that means. I don't know if they had movies or what. I picked this one up mostly because of the Disney Movie Rewards that it came with. This was also from Dollar Tree, because I think you can get the entire season collection, which I would rather have. But for $1 and getting some Disney Movie Rewards, I decided to do it. So this is Hannah Montana, Life is What You Make It DVD. So it did come with Disney Movie Rewards, so that was pretty nice. I picked this one up mostly because I wanted the voodoo of it, and I'm not sure if any of these are released on Blu-ray or anything. I'll have to look into that. But this is the Warner Brothers Home Entertainment Academy Award nominated animation. So it looks like there's quite a few different cartoons in this. It looks like there's Tom and Jerry, there is some Looney Tunes, and Popeye, and Superman. So that's kind of interesting. Quite the assortment. I guess at first when I saw this, I thought it was all Looney Tunes, and then I realized that there was a Spider-Man or Superman here and Popeye. I also picked up these, which it was a couple years ago. I watched this television show that was on NBC called Camp. I think it was an Australian and United States release, like collaboration or whatever, and I really enjoyed it, and it got canceled after the first season, but a lot of the actors that were in that were also in this show. So this is Dance Academy, Season 1, Volume 1, and it was this girl, this guy, and that guy were all in that camp show. And I really enjoyed it. I don't know how I'll like this, but I figured I would definitely give it a try. And then this is Dance Academy Season 1 of Volume 2. I also picked this one up, which I think I'm probably gonna try to sell because I was looking it up and you can get the complete series for about $12, and I only got the first and second season for $1, so I might see if I can sell it and pick up the other one. But this is Johnny Test. See, I don't know a whole lot about this, but I figured I would pick it up. I always used to see it on TV and thought I'd give it a shot. This is also the weirdest DVD I've ever gotten. So when you open it up, it looks like this. And then the discs, like that's what the thing is. And the discs come in paper sleeves. So that was really strange. I had never seen, and still have yet to see, anything quite like that before. So that was kind of interesting. I picked this one up. This is an HBO movie, I think. It's called Everyday People. I don't know a whole lot about it. It looks like Mahershala Ali is in this, so that's interesting. But yeah, I don't know a ton about this, but most of the things that HBO does is pretty good, so I figured I'd pick it up, and for only $1, can't really go wrong. Then I have a soft spot in my heart for this the show slash movie series. I grew up with it, so I definitely wanted to pick this one up. I think this one's on TV all the time, but I was like, for $1, I can pick this one up. This is Scooby-Doo and Where's My Mummy? I really enjoy Egypt things, so I got this one. Some people were finding other ones, but I couldn't, that was the only one I found. I also picked this one up for $1, and this is the complete first season of an Emmy-winning television series, apparently, called Mad About You. I don't really know anything about this one, but I figured I would pick it up for $1 and try it out. I also picked this one up. This one seemed interesting. This is Walmart Soundcheck, Real Music, Real Performers, and this is Rihanna. So, apparently she is doing some sort of sound check. It looks like she's performing a selection of her biggest hits, Umbrella and Hey Thigh I Love You. And last but not least for the DVDs is this one. I found it at a flea market antique store while I was out yesterday, and I was like, I think that these are out of print. So I checked on Amazon, and Amazon doesn't sell it, but the cheapest it looked like you could get it for was about $22. So I figure that it is probably out of print or slightly going out of print. Didn't check on eBay, but this is Ghost Hunters Live from the Stanley Hotel. And this was a Halloween special. I haven't seen any of these Ghost Hunter releases in a long time. I have Season 2, Part 1 and Part 2 from the Ghostbusters, and I bought those, or Ghostbusters, Ghost Hunters, and I bought those years ago at FYE, so, and I probably paid like $20 each for those. And I got this one for $3, so that was really nice. And it has, it says, featuring a wrestling star, CM Punk. So I'm excited to have this. Alright, now let's get into the Blu-rays for this month, and I've got quite a few. So the first one that I have is called Killing Jesus. We'll just say all of these are from Dollar Tree until the very end, and I'll tell you where it stops. So this one was $1. Killing Jesus. I don't know a whole bunch about this, but it was based off of a best-selling book by Bill O'Reilly, who I think is a Fox TV host, like Fox News host, I don't know. But it has Stephen Moyer and Kelsey Grammer in it, so... And I kind of have this strange, like, weird relationship with religion. I think religious things are interesting, but I don't have any affiliation or anything like that. I also picked this one up. It's called No Good Deed, which I'm pretty sure came out fairly recently. Well, I guess not that recently. It came out in 2015 is what the back says. I would have thought that it came out a little earlier, but I do remember this coming out in theaters, and it looked interesting. I don't know, never seen it, so figured I'd pick it up and get it a shot, and for only $1. So this is Legends of Oz: Dorothy's Return. So it's an animated Wizard of Oz movie, so not quite sure how this is going to be. It looks interesting. It's got a fairly big name cast, so figured I would pick it up and give it a shot. Also picked this one up. Not sure about it, but I've seen a lot of, I've seen this movie out and about everywhere because I know this cover art, but this is A Serious Man. Not quite sure what it's about or anything like that, but figured I would pick it up and give it a shot. Then we have this one, which I've definitely heard good things about, but this is Bernie with Jack Black and Matthew McConaughey, and he plays some sort of assistant funeral director, so that's kind of interesting. So I look forward to watching that. This is actually an upgrade to my collection, and I was pretty stoked to find this one for $1. But this is The Kids Are All Right. And I've watched this movie maybe once or twice before, and I liked it the first time I watched it, so I look forward to revisiting that one. I also picked this one up for $1, and this was pretty cool. I would have preferred to have gotten it with the slipcover, but for $1, you can't really go wrong. But this is Hitchcock. So this came out at a time where there was I think there was another Hitchcock movie that came out very close to this one. I think that one was called The Girl, and I think that was an HBO one. I liked that one. I never watched this one, but this has Anthony Hopkins and Helen Mirren and Scarlett Johansson in it, so I think that it'll probably be good. I have this one. This one also came out at a time where there was a movie kind of similar to this. I feel like this came out around the time that Project X came out, which was another party movie, and this is called 21 and Over. I also picked this one up, and this one is called Fame. I have wanted to see this for a while. I don't know a ton about it, but this is the remake, I know that for sure, and I'm always kind of intrigued with movies like this, performance movies, so I think that'll be a good one. I also have wanted to see this one for a while, and I think that a lot of people don't like it, but I definitely will give it a shot. But this is called Take Me Home Tonight with Topher Grace and Anna Faris. I think that it'll be pretty interesting, but we'll see how it actually turns out. This one I don't know a whole lot about, but like I was talking about with Fame, performance movies are interesting to me. So this is Beyond the Lights. Not really sure. It's about some sort of performance. Somebody, I think this girl is a pop star or something, so we'll see. I also picked up Let's Be Cops, which I don't know how well this is received or whatever, but it's a comedy, and I don't watch a ton of comedies in general, but definitely think that I should give this one a shot. And then I picked this one up because I have the first one, and this is The Second Best Exotic Marigold Hotel, and I haven't seen the first one, but Maggie Smith is in this, who plays Professor McGonagall in Harry Potter, and I always really liked her, so anything with her I'm willing to watch. Alright, so then I also have this one, which is Seth MacFarlane's Cavalcade of Cartoon Comedy, uncensored. So this was interesting. See, I'm not a huge fan of like Family Guy or any of the like Seth MacFarlane adult cartoons that he has, but I picked this one up mostly because it was $1. But I looked into it, and I actually watched this one, and it's like so apparently it's like some sort of sketch type thing where he does a bunch of animation shorts, and these are the ones that don't make the cut because they're either like too bad or they're like too messed up to be seen. And it was definitely interesting. It was quite raunchy, to say the least. And then we also have this one, which I also don't know a lot about this one, but I feel like I've heard it seemed interesting. This is called Trust _, and it's something that has to do with the internet, obviously. Then we have Wedding Days, which I have never heard of this one, but I know both of these actors, Jason Biggs and Isla Fisher. And it also says marrying a complete stranger is a life sentence, so that also sounded interesting. I used to watch this show called Married at First Sight, and boy, was that a weird show, but that kind of reminded me of this, so I wanted to pick this one up. This one is the one I've also seen before. I remember renting this, I think, from Family Video. I don't really quite remember this one, but it's called Mao's Last Dancer. And it's about a dancer in China. So, also like one of those performance things, so I thought that would be a good one to pick up. Last one for ones that I picked up at Dollar Tree, and this is also an upgrade to my collection. This is Bring It On Fight to the Finish. Now, I've been trying to upgrade a lot of my collection from DVD to Blu-ray, so this was one, and I was really happy to have been able to upgrade that one for only $1. Alright, so I also got this upgrade to my collection, and I paid $2.50 for this at a antique flea marketplace, but this is Pink Panther 2 with Steve Martin. I don't really remember this one as much as I remember the first one, but I figured I needed to upgrade it, and for $2.50, brand new, you really can't do too much wrong. I also got this one, which is an upgrade to my collection. I actually ended up selling the two movies that I had for this, and this is Bob's Big Break, or not Bob's. This is Monsters vs. Aliens with Bob's Big Break. Now, I have Monsters vs. Aliens already on Blu-ray, but it's the 3D version, and I mainly had wanted to buy it because I wanted that Bob's Big Break, because I think when I bought the DVD of it, it came with it as like a combo pack or whatever, and I sold both of those, so I was like, I want to get the Bob's Big Break too, but the 3D version did not have that, so I don't know if I haven't decided if I want to keep it or try to sell the 3D version. This one was interesting. Didn't necessarily want it, but I've been doing, when I do the Disney movie rewards, I have been redeeming my points for mystery Blu-rays. So in the past, I've gotten the original Tron movie on Blu-ray, The Preacher's Daughter, and I feel like I've gotten one more from them, but I did it again because I had enough points, and this time I got Spooky Buddies. I don't know, I've not watched any of the Buddies movies. I really liked Air Bud when it came out, but he wasn't a talking dog, and I'm pretty sure all of these dogs talk. So, not quite sure about that, but maybe at some point I'll give it a shot. At least I was able to get more Disney movie rewards from it, so that kind of settles out. I also picked this one up. I think it had dropped down to like $7 on Amazon, and I was like, you know, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I have the live action remake of it, so why not get this one? And this is Alice in Wonderland, the 60th anniversary edition. I always really liked the Cheshire Cat in this, so I figured I would definitely want to pick it up. This is an upgrade to my collection, and this is Dance Flick. I sold this one a long time ago and then just never picked it up. So I think I picked this one up for $2 at like an antique flea market place. I was always kind of a fan of these parody movies just because it was always fun to like try to figure out what all the people, like all the different references and stuff. So thought that was interesting. This one is one that I've not ever seen before, but it definitely sounded pretty up my alley. This is called Night Train, and it's like these people on a train and they find a dead body and then they have to like work together or figure out what they're gonna do about it. This one is also an upgrade to my collection, well, kind of an upgrade. So this is one I also picked up at a flea market thrift store place, and this is a 3-movie collection, and it's got Friday, it's got Menace to Society, and it's got Set It Off. So Set It Off was the one that I had and sold, but I found this one and it was only $5, and I was like, you know what, I will pick that one up, so I will at least have the upgrade to the Set It Off, and then I'll also have 2 other movies that I can watch if I want. And then I also picked this one up. This one is also an upgrade to my collection, and this is The Shawshank Redemption, and this is like a digibook, so it's got a little book in there, and then has the disc. So that was pretty cool as well. And then I also picked this one up as also an upgrade to my collection. This one is a disaster movie, so like with Dance Flick, I like watching these movies to kind of find all these references and try to figure out what they're all from. I picked this one up. This is a 4K actually, and I picked this one up because the 4K had dropped down to $10 on Amazon, and I went and looked to see how much the Blu-ray was, and the Blu-ray was $10 as well, so I was like, might as well pick it up on 4K. So this is Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Grinchmas edition. So that fit very well with Christmas, so I did end up watching this. I don't have a 4K player or 4K TV yet, so I'm only able to watch the Blu-ray, but I'm sure that this looks really good on 4K. I also picked this as an upgrade to my collection as well, and this is High School Musical 2 Extended Edition. I think that the first High School Musical is out of print, which kind of sucks because I was trying to get that one, but I picked this one up. This one was a pretty good movie. I remember really enjoying this one. There was a lot of really good songs in this one, so look forward to watching that one. This one is actually technically supposed to be, I think, for Black Friday, but it was back ordered on Amazon for a long time and did not get it until just a couple, like 2 weeks ago. So this is Fargo Year 2. I have not seen this one. I did watch the first Fargo season, but and it's like an anthology, so you don't have to watch them in order or anything, but I've heard definitely good things about this and have yet to watch it, so I definitely want to give it a shot. I also picked these up, which I think I'm only missing 2 more, and one of them hasn't really come out on Blu-ray, or it did, but there were a lot of issues with it. So this is the Universal Collection, the Wolfman Complete Legacy Collection. I think I picked this one up for about $14, but this was one that I still needed because I already have Frankenstein and The Mummy. So I still needed Wolfman, and also I picked up Dracula. So I think the only ones that I'm missing now are The Invisible Man and Creature from the Black Lagoon. Which I also... The only thing about these are, since they're collections, they include, I guess they include every appearance of like Dracula or Wolfman or Frankenstein or The Mummy. And so I have some of these movies overlap between the different ones. So like Frankenstein also has House of Frankenstein and Dracula and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. So kind of sucks that it's like that, but for the most part, I think that it's pretty good, and I could care less about having some duplicates if I can get all the sets or whatever. I also picked this one up. This one, I think they had a price mistake on Amazon, because this is the 4-movie collection of Predator. So it comes with the original Predator, Predator 2, Predators, and The Predator, which just for this franchise, they need to get more creative with their names, because they all pretty much are the same. They're just like changing, adding an S or a the in front of it. So this does include the new Predator that just came out, and I only paid $19 for this, so, or like $20 for this. So I think that was a price mistake. Because right before it came out, I checked it again, and it was up to like $30. So I was pretty happy with that. It does come with these like mini posters for all of the movies, so that's pretty cool. So we've got Predator, and then we have Predator 2, which I like that one. Then we have Predators, which I don't know if this was like a sequel or a remake. I think it was a remake, but not quite sure. And then also The Predator. And they got like quotes or whatever on the back. So that's pretty cool. I was really happy with that. I also got this one, which was also, I think, a price mistake. Around Black Friday, Amazon had listed this, and it was like $13, and I was like, for a new release, yeah, I need to pick this one up. And it was an Amazon exclusive, which it's alright. I would have preferred like having something in like a regular Blu-ray case or whatever, but I'm fine with it. So right here we have Venom. So this was the Amazon exclusive version of Venom, and like here's a regular Blu-ray case, and here is Venom. So it's a little wider and a little shorter. Almost like a CD case, I would say. So we've got this artwork on the front, and it's nice. Venom is nice and glossy, and so are all of the tendrils or whatever. And then we have Venom right there. And then we have Venom, or not, I forget what his name was now. I did watch this one. Tom Hardy's character, when he falls off of his motorcycle, and Venom grabs the motorcycle and brings it back to him. And then on the inside, we have some more. So I thought that's really cool. And the way that the discs come out they slide out just like this, and then they slide back in. But I did watch this, and I actually really enjoyed it, so I was pretty happy with this. And for $13 for a new release, you really can't go all that wrong with it. And then last but not least is something I just picked up the other day. We went to St. Louis, which is kind of where we go when we want to go shopping, because we don't have a ton around where I live, so we got to go about 30 minutes to an hour away to get some like decent stores. So we have the Target exclusive of season 2 of Stranger Things. So I haven't finished season 1 of Stranger Things, but I got the Target exclusive VHS packaging for that one. And this one is different, a different VHS. It's almost clamshell-like. So when you open it up, it opens up like a clamshell. And it's supposed to look like a rental store. And it has some like behind the scenes photos of the cast. So that was pretty cool. So I thought that was interesting. The last one came with a poster. So I mean, that would have been kind of better, but it's whatever. Then we have the actual VHS thing. So you pull it down, And here are the discs. So these are the Blu-rays, and then it goes down even further for the DVDs. And then we've got a photograph right there. So that's really cool. I really liked this this packaging, and I think that it's pretty interesting. It was on sale for $15, and then they also had a cartwheel coupon for 20% off, so I was able to get it for like $13. So that was a pretty good deal. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's pretty long, and thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and remember to subscribe if you like this video, and also give it a like, and let me know what you think about what I picked up, if there's anything you like, anything you don't like, or anything that you think I should pick up in the future. But that is it. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. Bye.